What? Why did it do that? It showed me before the transition. OMG. Oh my god. Hi there. Oh my gosh, wait. I need to cough real bad. Wait, can you hear me? Am I... Ayo, wait, what? There's like a white line. I'm sorry about that. Hello. Hi, Soma. Hello, Joe. Hi, Chris. Hey, Aurora. Honeybee. Hi, everyone. Maybe I should have... Oh my gosh, what just happened? Oh, wait. Honey, hello. Oh my gosh, hi, everybody. Oh my gosh. Sorry, I was testing stuff out and, my chat wasn't appearing. So I was like, oh, maybe it broke. I'm gonna try and do a backup chat. And then I go live and it, like, works now. So now I have two overlapping chats. Chat boxes. Hi everybody. Oh my god, I feel so awkward. It's like, oh my gosh, we haven't talked. Oh my gosh. Hey, oh sorry, I keep bumping into my mic. Hi. I don't know how to pronounce your name properly. Typing. Hi. I remember you. Furi stream. By the way, belated again, Furi, on your happy birthday. I could see your donathon is still ongoing. Hi everybody! Oh my gosh. I don't know what to talk about. So elephant in the room. Elephant in the room, yeah. So I just came back. Hi there. I lived. I lived. Very hi, Style! So happy to see you in one of these streams. Oh my gosh, my mouth swan come back. Yeah, I'm coming back and I'm raring to go. Where do I even start? Oh, Megu Ibon lady. Ibon lady. Oh my gosh. Ugh. Oh my gosh. Sitting is still not very the best. Like lying down and standing up is good because my stomach doesn't smush itself. Almost graduated from life. Is it the appendicitis? Yeah. So the funniest thing happened is that I noticed. Yeah, let's address the elephant in the room. I'm back. And yes, I you know, in an alternate timeline, alive and kicking. I don't know about kicking, but I definitely am breathing. Why so unlifing? You guys are so unserious, it's cracking me up. Oh, hi Robinson. The thing is, it's so funny because I saw while I was posting, right, you noticed you probably noticed Tuck's hair behind the ear, that I recently started posting again, and I'm on like the YouTube community tab because I'm like, man, I want to go back to streaming, but I don't think I should be streaming games where I'm like screaming and like, you know, like getting scared and shocked and possible accidents could happen because of my my injury. What did you eat or got infected by? We don't know. Cobra chickens are immortal, chat, bro. Hi, Bak Bak. I was going through my posts, right? Ring Fit, you're crazy. I'm not even allowed to jog, chat. I'm not allowed to jog or do any quote-unquote strenuous activity. If she laughs, she dies. Don't do it, chat. Not anymore. Like, it doesn't hurt that bad. Like, to laugh anymore. You know, the stupidest thing is like, I got out of the hospital, right, and I wasn't allowed to like, hi Nick! I wasn't allowed to, well, I wasn't not allowed, like, they were like, never laugh. They didn't say that, but like, it was kind of implied because they were like, so if you cough or sneeze or laugh, like, it will like, you know, require strength from like your abdomen area, like your stomach, where we cut you open. So don't, like, if that happens, just like support it, you know, because it's gonna hurt. And I'm like, oh, I'm not allowed to laugh. But then I went home, and being on phones for a long period of time still did make me dizzy, but I was like in a place where there was no Wi-Fi and there wasn't really anything to do. It was like the wilderness. So like a few days, maybe like a couple days in, I was like, I'm bored. I want to laugh. So I kept going through YouTube shorts, then I'd come up these like funny shorts and I'd be like, and then I'd laugh, and then I was like, oh no, I laughed. And my mom would be like, why are you watching videos that make you laugh? We've talked about this. I'm like, I want to laugh, mother. I miss laughing. Oh my gosh. Let me just drink some water. Did you ask for your appendix back after the operation, like a memento? I've heard some people do that. Like, they showed it to my— No, don't make any jokes. Dance Revolution. Hi, miss. Hello. Are you okay now? Well, I'm breathing and, physically can walk again. Let me just take a sip of water. What happened is that I found it so funny because recently I've been posting again. By the way, I hope you guys have been okay. Well, I hope you guys have been quite well. But I was going through the posts on YouTube, and literally like a few posts before, I stated, oh guys, I'm like kind of burnt out, and that's why I've been like kind of missing in action, and I'm feeling but I'll do my best to like recover and not get sick so much. And then like I think a few days after, I'm like, so I'm in the hospital. they kind of had to, it was crazy. The joke, when Megu laugh and appendicitis happen again, we laugh at Megu. Well, you see, that's the thing. Later I'll be discussing it. Today I'll be discussing the pros and cons of appendicitis. I'm gonna be discussing that later on. Hi, hello, it's been so long. It has been. Hi, hello Inari, hello Zar. Still among the living, I see. Yep, exactly. Unlifing does not equal sick. Yeah, the thing is, like, after that, another irony. So I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna try not to get sick so often, and then hospitalized. But another thing that happened was that the cause of this, you know what happened, is that my stomach was really hurting, like my abdomen area was really bad. And like, this is a stereotype, but it's a stereotype that I think is very true and we abide by. But Asian people don't go to the hospital. I mean, it was a stomach ache. I'm like, it's just a stomach ache. It hurts a bit. It's been hurting all day, but like, it'll go away. So we were like, you probably just ate too much. And we, mom was like, here, have some like, you know, medication for indigestion. And I drank it and I'm like, that did not help, but I'm sure it's nothing. And another day passes by and I'm like, Mom, my stomach still hurts. And she's like, you should get that checked out. And I'm like, maybe we should, but it's like a stomach ache. And then I was like, can we get like another indigestion medicine? You know, like, you know, maybe this one just didn't work. Maybe, you know, even though they're both indigestion medicine, this one just didn't work for me. And then we got an indigestion medicine that was like another type. I think it was like Buscopan or something. And then I drank it and I'm like, I think that worked. And then it didn't. Like, it disappeared for a while. And I'm like, actually, no, that didn't work. And we were like, okay, let's go eat. And the third day, and I'm like, it still hurts pretty bad. And she's like, you know, yeah, we should go to the hospital. And we went to the hospital for a checkup. It was very bad because the lines were so long and it was crazy. And I was, it was like a consultation thing. So I was like talking to the doctor and he was like pressing stuff on my tummy and he was like, that hurt? And I'm like, yeah, that kind of did. And I'm like, but he's like pressing my stomach. It should hurt, right? And he's like, are you sure this isn't appendicitis? And I'm like, huh? And he laughs and I'm like, oh, he's joking. He must be right. And then the next thing he says is, we should get you admitted. And I'm like, what? He's like, do you want to get admitted to the hospital just for 24 hours just to monitor? Because it's like late in the night, all the lab stuff are closed. So if we get you admitted to the ER, we can run some tests. And I'm like, no, I have work tonight. I'm going to work. So I did not believe that it was... I did not believe that it would be like bad, you know, like I was just like, it's a stomach ache. How bad can it be? It went very bad. Filipinos are all related to nurses and doctors. Of course, no need for hospital. No, it's just like, I don't know. We just don't like hospitals. We will try everything else except go to the hospital. We'll like boil a bunch of herbs together and then put it in a pot with hot water, you know, and then like we'll put a chair. Okay, we'll have a chair with holes in it, and then we'll put the pot with the boiling herbs, and then we sit on the chair, and then we'll like cover ourselves with like a blanket and kind of like make a home sauna but with herbs, and they're like, you know, that's gonna fix it. Or it's like, oh, maybe it's just like there's so much wind in your body. That's an expression that we have, like, oh, you were exposed to too much cold air and it seeped into your body and that's why you're feeling sick. And then we'll like go to a masseuse or something, like an old, like not like a spa or anything. Like it'll be like a very secluded part of town with an old lady who's done it for years with their own concoction of like an oil and then they massage you and you feel better. Like, that's what we'll do. Yeah, or just like, just put salampas on it or do... Exactly, Furi knows what I'm talking about. But yeah, so the story doesn't stop there. We went to the hospital to get a checkup. But I did not... I did not say yes to the admission to the hospital. And I went to work. I was like, can you just give me a painkiller and like, you know, whatever medicine that I need? And he's like, yeah, but that'll like suppress the symptoms, but it won't fix whatever this is because we don't know what this is. And I'm like, that's fine. And he's like, okay, you can go to work, but tomorrow you better get those lab tests. And I'm like, this sounds like the Philippines. I am in the Philippines. Tagalog. Nasa Pinas ako. So many people don't know. That sounds like the Philippines. I am in the... Always has been. That's what we do. That's what we do here. We will try everything. Maybe some people would like go to like, I don't know, like a shaman or something before they go to the hospital. It's just, I don't know. It's just like, hospital is like, so, nasa Pinas ka? Yes, Soma! Nasa Pinas ako. Kaya nga, last time, yung, oh, Soma! Yung last time yung sinabi ko na, Soma, nakabili ka ng Sony mo copy. Tapos hindi yan nagde-deliver sa Pinas. And then, sabi mo, wala naman ako sa Pinas. I'm like, oh, you're a Filipino. You're so good at Tagalog that I thought you were in the Philippines, bro. You're so good at Filipino. Hi, Nafi. I was so upset because like Sony Mocapi is like a new like 3D thing that you can have like at home, so you can have a home 3D setup. So I was like, oh my gosh, I want it. And then I'm like, I could save up for it. It doesn't deliver to the Philippines, bro. As always, I'm used to it. You know, those like, oh, we're gonna release like a global server of the game, and then the list of countries included is like USA, New Zealand, Australia. Nowhere can you see the Philippines. Sometimes they'll release a C version, a Southeastern Asia version. No Philippines either. Wait, is that? You can translate it, but. Oh, finally talking in Tagalog. That's right. The surgery broke something in me. Yeah. Did doctor tell you do and don't after discharge? That's the funny thing is that my surgeon was super chill. He was almost too chill. he was so chill. He was like, you're good to go. And then he's like, I'll just wait for like the gastro doctor to like also discharge you. But he said, but for me, you're good to go. You know, I checked your little stitches, nothing's going wrong. You're good. And then the next, so my gastro, like, visited when I was in the hospital. And he's like, you're not gonna get discharged yet because you're, like, vomiting, which is not a good sign. And I'm like, no, I want to go home. I swear it's, like, not bad, right? And then the next day, because the surgeon already gave me the go for that day, but my gastro wouldn't. So the next day I was still in the hospital and my surgeon didn't visit me anymore. So I'm like, what do we do? The only thing I know is to like not lift heavy things and to not do strenuous activities. Wait. Surgeon so chilly as Vicks Vapor Rub breath. Oh my gosh. Not the Vicks Vapor Rub. I have that. I have Vicks Vapor Rub when I go to work because it's so cold. Because we have a lot of PCs, or it's like don't get it wrong, okay? The AC not for you. It's for the PCs, all right? And I'm like, it's so cold. It's so freaking cold. So I have Vicks Vapor Rub because my head aches and blah blah blah. She doesn't do either of those things already. Hey, I was starting to like think about doing them. Okay, it crossed my mind already. Like, man, I should exercise more and do Ring Fit because it's like a fun exercise. And then it happened. you know. But yeah, so I refused to get admitted and then went to work even with painkillers. And then the next day we went to the labs and they were like, yep, it's appendicitis. And I'm like, huh? And everything happened so fast. I was like, is this really happening? And it's like, there's no other choice. Like, if you have appendicitis, surgery. And I'm like, never in my life did I ever want to experience any sort of surgery. I hate needles. I hate them so much. And my blood veins, is that what they're called, are so like small that nurses find it very difficult and very hard to like find them. So often my experiences with needles is that they can't find it and then they stick it in me wrong and I'm like, ouch, and they're like, oh, let me just take that back, let's find a new place to insert it in. And I'm like, can you stop, because I hated it the first time, I'm not gonna like it the second time, okay? Just please. And that's exactly what happened while I was hospitalized, is that my IV got dislodged and started like, what do you call it? Like bloating? I don't know what it's called in English. I don't know what it's called in Tagalog either, because I have a different dialect that I will not reveal. But like, you know, like how in the Philippines there's so many languages besides Tagalog, but the one that's widely known is like the national one is like Tagalog Filipino. But we have like Ilonggo, Chabacano, like, you know, stuff like that. And the one that we use is mostly those. That's why I'm so bad at Tagalog, because we don't do Tagalog every day. What do you call it? Like, you know when something like reddens and like kind of bloats, like it, like, you know, but sounds painful. Exactly. Needles are awful. Hi, Jeffrey. I can picture you crying like a baby when they tried to sedate you. Stop, because that's exactly what happened. Because I was so scared at the thought of getting surgery, because I'm like, oh my gosh, like, huh? Edema? No, like, the thing. Oh, hello there. What's that? Oh, hello. Thank you for thank you for the subscription. How do I say your name? I'm just gonna helicopter. I'm just gonna call you helicopter. But yeah, swelling. Yes, it was starting to swell, and they were like, that's a bad sign. You could get a fever, and if you get a fever, it'll like complicate things. You cannot get a fever. Every time they visited me, like, they would ask, because it was so cold and I had to like have this salompas patch on my forehead, and every time a nurse saw it, they would be like, do you have a fever? They'd be like, oh my gosh, you have a fever? Why do you have that? And I'm like, oh, no. So what I gathered from that is getting a fever is very bad. So they did not want that, because that was probably like a very bad sign. It would complicate things. So they had to remove it and reattach my IV to the other hand. And they had to do it 3 times. They had to poke me 3 times, and they failed all 3 times. And now I have holes on so many parts of my hands, and I'm like, stop. Please stop. Stop poking holes in me. I already have enough holes in my body, okay? It was not great. But thankfully that happened like the last day, and I think it prompted my doctor to just like discharge me, because what are they gonna do? I'm gonna just stay there with no IV, like what's the point? So they were just like, okay, we'll switch to like oral medication. That's what happened, and then I got discharged. And I didn't realize how bad it would be, because I was on painkillers all the time. And yes, it was bad because like, I don't know, like it was like, it would make me restless at random times of the night. I think it was the medicine. Like, I'd be like restless, where I had this feeling to like, it was like having a panic attack. Because like, I'd want to like punch something, but my body couldn't move. Like, I couldn't move physically because of the surgery. Like, I could only like roll over. And even if I rolled over in the bed, I had to have assistance. It was the most like annoying feeling, because I'm lazy. I'm lazy, but I'm not that lazy, okay? I want to be when I go to bed, I'm like a dog that, like, you know when dogs like go to bed and they like spin around before they settle down and sleep? That's me. Like, if I go to bed, I'll be like turning left and right until I find a position, and I'm like, okay, this feels great, and then I'll sleep. So not being able to move was like torturous. And also I couldn't like sleep in a comfortable way because I had to make sure my IV wouldn't like, you know, dislodge. And also I hated I hated seeing like when, you know, when what happens when like the blood runs up the like wire, and I'm like, no, and they're like, that's normal, no need to be alarmed. But I'm like, I am alarmed, it's blood. I hate blood. Like, that's probably the only reason why I didn't follow the typical of like, oh my gosh, be a doctor, be a nurse. Because let me tell you, every single relative when I was going off to college was like, oh, you should be a doctor, you can totally do it, you have amazing I'm like, no. 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 Yeah, I got the zoomies, but I couldn't move. It was like terrible. Getting a fever is not good, and if getting a fever is not good, then they have to give you something to lower your temp, and that may be because reaction with other meds that are way more important for your situation. Ah, yes. You guys think she hallucinated and started yapping about us in the hospital? Blood wire. I had to deal with blood at a job on the daily. No, I hate blood. I hate blood. Are you a yapper IRL too? That doctor must have heard some stories. No, I'm not a yapper in real life, I don't think. Not unless we're like close, which is weird because like I'm a yapper to my mom and my brother at times and you guys. And when I'm in call with like, let's say Stormy or like with friends, you know, Doktora Megumi, meron ako fever. Here's some ice. Ibix Vaporub mo yan. Trypanophobia is fear of needles. Trypophobia is something else. I hate needles. I don't know if I have that. I think if you label something as a phobia, I feel like it makes it seem like very severe. Like, I just hated it. What? Hey everybody, I'm Mofutari, my ghost-on VTuber. Welcome to my stream. What did you say? No, thankfully, like, after the surgery, I got transferred to, like, a private room. It was covered. Don't worry. That would be hilarious. No! It was, like, Vicks, I'm dead. That's right. That's the solution to everything. Like, Vicks, you know? Like, that used to be the solution to everything. It's just like, oh yeah, let's just rub some Vicks on there. Or like put on socks, or like literally everything else besides drink medicine. Tell him you're Filipina in so many words. Everybody in my family demanded I become a nurse. We recently, like after the whole thing, like we recently got invited to like what do you call it, like a meal out with the relatives, and that still came up. Like this time it was my brother. They were like, oh, you should encourage him to go to nursing. My brother's like, oh my gosh. I'm like, I'm safe. I'm done. They can't make me go back. I like work isn't exactly like a walk in the park. Like training was like fun and new, but like the actual job is like, you know, customer service, which is like nerve-wracking as heck. Because I hate like interacting. Like I hate interacting with people like drains me, and I suck at small talk, and that's literally like customer service like 101 when you want to go above and beyond, being like, oh yeah, like when you're doing stuff, like you'll have to be like, oh yeah, like entertaining them, you know, and not make it feel like there's this dead awkward silence and it like stretches time. That's so crazy because I think I'm bad with small talk in real life because I'm overthinking what I can and can't say. Like, I can't talk about like anime or VTubing or my pee, like stuff like that, you know, like the crazy stuff that I say. So like I can't just come up to a customer like, oh yeah, you know, like the other day, like I peed my pants or something like that. Like that would be crazy. Like they would look at me like a crazy person, you know. That's why I feel like in real life I overthink so much that nothing comes out of my mouth because everything is in my head and I have so many things to say, but I don't know if any of them are okay to say out loud. No nuts jokes. Exactly. So yeah. Overthinking is so relatable, even like afterwards. Like I didn't even know, like okay. the title is so clickbaity, but it's also true because I didn't know. Like, after the surgery, I was like, oh man, I'm gonna get fired. I'm like, can I go back to work? And the doctor is like, you want to go back to work? And I'm like, I mean, like, I want to do stuff. Like, not necessarily work, but I'm like, I want to, like, be able to, like, do stuff. Like, for example, VTuber stuff. Like, I was already itching, like, a few days after I got discharged, and my only job was, like, to, like, walk and eat and sleep properly, like, actually resting. I was already like, man, I have so much free time right now. I could be doing so much stuff. But that was just all in my head because, my body was actually still not that robust, but my head was like running 1,000 miles per hour. Like, oh my gosh, I'm just lying here, and it's like, oh my god, I have so many things I could be doing right now. But anyways, I got scolded because I was like, can I go back to work in like a week? And he was like, a week? Are you crazy, woman? Like, he was like, so should I like put in the medical certificate like that you're going offline for like a month? And I'm like, a month? I thought I could go back in a week. And then a week? You have a big gash in your stomach. You want to go back in a week? Are you crazy? He's like, look, I don't know how much you like the hospital, but me personally, I don't recommend that you come back so soon after you got discharged. I thought you were in a hurry to be home. And I'm like, okay. And he's like, 2 weeks. 2 weeks minimum. 2 weeks. And I'm like, okay. Oh, not gonna lie, the title made me watch the stream. Now I'm subbed. Crazy. Exactly. I knew what I was doing. Stormy messaged me. He was like, you do the craziest titles sometimes. I know, right? I stream while having COVID. Anything is possible. Lamau. Exactly. You know, when you like something, it's just like, can I go back? And then that's when I realized, like, Mom, am I a workaholic? I never realized this. I thought I was a pretty lazy person. And he's like, no. I mean, you are, but also somehow no. I'm like, oh. Like, to recover a big old surgery is crazy. I mean, I didn't, like, he's like, that's a major surgery. Are you crazy? I'm like, oh, it is? And then the craziest thing is that another thing that I said as to why is because appendicitis is crazy because, like, you know, like, if it bursts, it, like, you know, starts to infect your blood, and that's when it's, like, lethal, really. That's why when they find out you have appendicitis, like, the soonest they should do is, like, remove it before it bursts. That did not happen with me because, as you know, it was a couple of days, and then I was like, I'm not going to the hospital. Also, I'm not gonna get admitted. Haha, what? So mine did burst. Okay. So, in an alternate timeline, you know, like, I almost passed a huge dump. I'm just kidding. I couldn't because I had, like, temporary gastrointestinal limitations because of my condition. But yeah, I didn't know until afterwards because I misunderstood the surgeon because he was like, you had to open up like a huge wound because your appendix was so like inflamed. And I'm like, oh, so it didn't burst, it just got real big. But then in the checkup there was a biopsy, right? And then it said there, ruptured appendix. And I'm like, what? I thought it didn't. And he's like, no, I told you. That's why we had to open up a bigger, like, hole. Because yours, like, we had to clean, make sure nothing else was, like, gonna get infected. And I'm like, oh. Oh, that's why. So, yeah. My advice is, streamer, can you go live? Streamer, I'm a returning viewer. Stormy, if you're new, I've said this before, like, really, Stormy, you're unhinged. Thank you for membership. Congrats on being a member for 13 months. It's okay. Thank you. Congrats on being a Switch member now for 18 months. It's okay, man. They sell grown-up diapers for a reason. No. Literally, I cannot. Hope you're feeling better. Yeah, hi, Azazel. Yeah, I feel much better. But yeah, we can be lazy when resting, like don't want to do anything, but become a workaholic when we want to work or do things. I do think I'm lazy. Honest respect, no thank you. I make to recover. The doctor was so done with her yapping, he didn't want her back. Hey! That is not true. I was a very good girl in the hospital, kind of. I mean, I think. I didn't. I mean, I did as I was told. Okay, why can't you talk to me normally? What do you mean? But like, no. You're the one who's not talking normally. Like, if a new viewer saw Stormy, they would be like, this is one of those, like, streamer, notice me, streamer. Don't see any diapers on throne. Come on, Megu, stop it. Literally, that became a joke because I was like, man, like I really need to, like, in my job, like, we're not allowed to keep, like, leaving, you know, like, because we're stationed there. We're not allowed to keep, like, leaving because, like, you know, they hired us for a reason. So, but I, like, have a very tiny bladder, and ever since this surgery, I've been glugging down water. Like, you know how I used to say, like, oh man, like, sometimes I drink the most when I'm on stream because viewers will be like, oh, you guys will be like, hydrate, drink that water, Megu, and I'm like, okay, fine. But now I'm, like, constantly drinking because I'm, like, terrified. I'm like, I'm never going back. I hate the hospital so much. I was so ready to go home. Gosh. But my mom goes like, man, are you gonna, like, start having to wear a diaper at work? I'm like, no. She's like, it's fine, like, you know, it's cold there. I'm like, cause pee is hot. So, like, I'm drinking water, you guys. So anyway, sorry. Anyways, yeah. I mean, I'm doing fairly okay. Add the diapers to throne already. Stop, please. It's enough. I don't wanna. I was like, after I found out that my appendicitis, like, actually ruptured, I became, like, paranoid. I'm like, oh my gosh, because, you know, I dismissed it. It was like, oh, it was just a stomach ache, but it turned out to be something serious. So I don't know if I should be like, oh, I became like I'm already an overthinker, and now I'm overthinking even more. Like, everything, something, I feel something, it's like, was that bad? Should I be, like, doing something about that, or is that, like, normal? And it's like, oh, it's so annoying, because I'll be like, because I know that searching the internet for symptoms is always bad, because they'll always tell you the worst possible result, but what else am I gonna do? So I was, like, searching up, and it was like, what does that mean? And everything was like, oh yeah, maybe you got cancer. I'm like, no! It's crazy. Like, literally, guys, like, because it's gastrointestinal, like, there could be, like, signs in your poop as well, if you're like, if you're like, if you're like, I'm just gonna say poop. If your poop is, like, weird, it could be a sign of something. So I legit was like, what does poop look like if there's, like, blood in it? I did not like what I saw, but I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so scared. For a while, it was like, at random bouts, I'll, like, try to, like, not think about it, but then at random moments of the day, I'll be like, searching it won't, like, hurt, you know? It will hurt. I am now scarred physically and mentally because of those images. I'm happy you're doing well with the P-Talk as usual, Shay. I mean, come on. It was a gastrointestinal thing. Of course I'm gonna talk about it. Streamer, I've been subbed for more than a year. Can you read my message? Oh my gosh, Stormy. Yes, I read your message. I will read your message, dear viewer. Megumi is moisturized, hydrated, and unbothered. Just keep drinking so much water. So much water. I was so, you know, oh my gosh, when I was, like, discharged, like, they had an order to, like, not have greasy food and fast food, and I'm like, but fries! I had to drink nothing but soup. Reika, hello! Hi, Reika! Irashai. Irashai. Yokoso. Irashai. 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 Hi, irashai. Welcome to the medical world. Exactly. It's like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to like, ugh, paranoia is real. Exactly. Meg was there writing her will and like about to type her, this is my last tweet, guys. My mind didn't like go there. I was like, I shouldn't think about that. But legit, I was like, I'm more scared of the thought of like having to go back and having to do another surgery and all that, because I'm like, oh my gosh. It was so embarrassing because you're not cautious, you are reckless. I used to be. I would be like, it's nothing. Now I'm like, was that nothing? Should I have concerned? Hello, cute girl. Yes, acute. This is the exactly. I'm like, I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna start swearing because YOLO. Are you doing better? Do you still need to go for checkups? The surgeon is like chill. So after he removed, oh my gosh, it was so scary, you guys, because like they not only stitched it, but they staplered it, and I'm like, I didn't know they did that. Like I didn't know that. So when I saw it for the first time, I was like shocked. I was like. And mom, I was like, oh my gosh! I said that in me. I was like, oh my gosh! And mom was like, why did you look? I'm like, I just looked down and I didn't mean to and I saw it. And she's like, that's why I didn't tell you about it, because like I didn't want you to freak out. And I'm like, but I'm already freaking out. But yeah, when he removed it, he was like, okay, you're good. You don't need to come back anymore. Okay, this is like not because they don't want to see me, okay? It's just that he's very chill. And that he was like assuring me that everything seems fine. And he was like reassuring me because I'm like, oh, he's like, you're fine. We did good. Megumi clicking. I recommend you go watch The Heroes Overpowered but Overly Cautious. Oh my gosh, I saw that already. I know about that anime. I watched it. It was a roller coaster. You know, the real lesson there was to be cautious about like the anime that you watch, because the roller coasters. Give any possible reason why this happened? Just curious if you'll need to make some life changes like eating, exercise, etc. I mean, on my own prerogative, he didn't say anything. That's how chill he was. He was like, you're good. And after the checkup, he's like, okay, you can eat anything now. But just as a precaution, because I have a night shift. I've shared this before, so I feel like my body, like maybe I'll give it a few months before I go crazy on the stuff. I really miss soda, my Mountain Dew. I haven't been drinking carbonated stuff, and like I've lessened my consumption of red meat, which I love very much. But yeah, like I don't know, because I searched on the internet that people had like really like had to change their stuff because like something happened and they couldn't digest like red meat, you know, like pork and beef as much as they could before. And so right now with my schedule, I'm trying to like quote unquote eat healthy. It hasn't been the best because we'll like buy something and it's like, yeah, it's healthy, but does it taste like that? Yes, it does taste very healthy. In relation, it does not taste good. Wow, thank you for being a 10 months membership wizard. It's time for the diapers, Megumi. It's very time saving. No. I don't want to go there. No more grease food. Yeah, I'm trying to lessen those. And if ever I have meat, it's like chicken, which is easier to digest apparently. Just water the way you go. Exactly. Like we have like juice and coffee at like work, but I don't get to drink those anymore. I can't digest red meats as easy. Oh my gosh. Is it like just like you're inherently that way, or is it also like a oh wait, you don't have to tell me, but like actually no, I'll just don't answer that. I'm like, oh my gosh, did you get no. I'm sorry. I just have no filter sometimes. Sometimes I'll be like, wait, is that an okay thing to ask? And I'm like, wait, that doesn't even matter. It's just that the information that you can't digest red meat as easy is very like, I guess it could be seen as a blessing in disguise. Like, because like it's unhealthy anyway to eat a lot of those things. But I was like a carnivore. I'm like a carnivorous bird. Like I eat veggies. I love broccoli, but like meat is just easier to like taste better. You know what I mean? Meat is just, it just inherently tastes better. Like, you know, bacon. I loved meat. She didn't poop enough. Yes, that is exactly one of the reasons. And yes, constipation is a reason. I did not know that it was bad if you don't like poop enough. I didn't know that. But yes, it's because I didn't drink as much water. She kept holding it in. That's not it! Now I see why Foodie does all those poopy breaks. Sasuga Foodie. Want to eat easier? Rice, pork, chicken, vegetable, sauce, put into blender, blend and ring. No, that would be to like, I'm a foodie by heart. I've shared how much I love food. I think like, you know, there's so many people who like live healthy, blah blah blah, and I've always been one of those people who are like, I can't live like that because I love food. Like I mean, like if it tastes good, I don't care what it's made of, you know? Like it, well, okay, let me backpedal because I just realized, oh my gosh, wait. I don't care what it's made of. No, I mean like I don't mind if it's vegetable. Shika no konoko. Oh my gosh, hi. What do you mean you almost graduated life? Yeah, I almost went through an illness that could have been prevented if I had just listened to my body and went to the doctor. I mean, I still had to get surgery anyways, but it wouldn't have been as bad if I had it checked before it burst. But yeah, I guess you need to at least up your fiber intake. Exactly. I've been like eating fruit, you know, a lot of fruit 2 times a week. Dang. I recommend you eat colon blow. What's colon blow? Do you mean colon bowl? I don't really know. Like, I used to not drink a lot of soup, you know, because I just like things fried. Like, you know, like, to me, like, living appendicitis stream, yeah, I should, like, you know, okay, let me just, give me a second. Give me a second here, alright? Give me 1 moment. Where is it? I have it here. Oh, is this it? Oh, there we go. Ta-da! I'm gonna be discussing the pros and cons of appendectomy. Or appendicitis, maybe. I don't know. That's crazy! A Filipino streamer can't be living the American diet abroad. Exactly. I love my rice. I love my fried food. I love street food, like those tempura fishball. You know, like those banana Q, which is banana barbecue. Like, it's like banana that they put brown sugar in and then they fry it in oil. So much oil. I just love fries. Fries are the love of my life. Like, that's crazy. That's the thing that my doctor first asked is like, do you eat a lot of street food or raw food? I'm like, I don't eat raw food because I'm scared. That's it. That's where I draw the line. It's like, I'm scared to eat raw things because no matter how much they'll reassure you, like, oh yeah, no, like, it's fine, but like, how can you trust? I can't trust it. Like, I will eat something that fell off the ground, but I will not eat something that is raw because like I don't know. I'm not invested enough to eat raw food. Maybe that makes me a fake foodie, but not invested enough to like do appropriate research. And also, even with all the research, there's always a risk. And I know that even when you're cooking food, there is a risk. But like, that sounds like an interesting product if someone ever makes one. Colon blow is like cornflakes fiber is thousands of times higher than normal cornflakes. It's fake and used as a parody commercial video. What? Don't eat ground food. If it's 3-5 seconds, it's fine. Like, you need a little bit of bacteria in your body. Okay, wait. I pulled that up and let me just There we go. Ta-da! You thought I was joking. No, baby. When I said I'd discuss the pros and cons, I made a slide, baby! The only raw food I'm eating is sushi. I've never tried sushi before. Because of that. Because I already... Oh my gosh. When they announced that I could not eat... I heard of the 10-second rule, but Megu, 10-minute rule about eating stuff that falls to the floor shouldn't be a thing. I did not say 10 minutes. If I drop a chip on the floor, especially in the Philippines, it's gone in the trash. I mean, if it's outside, bro. If it's outside in the streets. She was so bored. She had so much time that she did this. No! I mean, I started working. I started going back to my job. But, like, this didn't take that long. In my standards. It didn't. Really. Truly. What about steak? I've tried steak, but it's like... Oh, it should be okay. I tried it like once when we cooked it. But yeah. Oh my gosh. But yeah. Oh wait, there's no music here? Oh my gosh. Do you hear music? What is that? Let me just hear that. What is this? Oh, I can't hear it. Oh, there we go. She put more effort on this than her 2. What do you mean? I didn't have my 2.0 debut yet. Once it touches the ground, it's over, and our body already have thousands of different types of bacteria coexisting in our body to help process biostuff or protect against outside infections. I mean, like, I mean, cause like, you know, sometimes when you're exposed, like chicken pox, like when you're exposed to chicken pox, your body, like, is stronger against it. Like, if you never exposed yourself to bacteria and then you suddenly get exposed to bacteria, your body's probably like, what the heck is that? But if you eat ground food... I'm like arguing. This is a debate. Scientific facts that I pulled out of my butt. Go. If you eat ground food, like, your body's gonna be like, oh, here we go again. She picked something up from the ground again. We know how to deal with this, you know? She likes her steak juicy and fresh. What do you mean? Ah! I've gotta go, so happy you're alright, Mega. Thank you, Robinson. Thank you for staying. Thank you for dropping by. I'm glad I'm alright, too. Congrats on 2 months of membership. Thank you. Please don't pull stuff out of your butt. Okay. But yeah. What were we talking about? Yes, the pros and cons of appendectomy. Alright, let me just play that. Okay. It should take a while. There we go. So this is the thing. This is one of the pros. Is like, read this backwards. Don't say it in chat, please. I did this for a reason. Okay. Ouchie. Ouchie. The surgery didn't hurt because, of course you were on medication. So it didn't hurt. That's a pro that is from appendectomy. So you need it, but at least it doesn't hurt when they do it. Like, the needles hurt more, to be honest. Like, and afterwards it kind of does, but like, you know, it's a slight pain because, like I said, yes. So, little fun science note, your gastrointestinal tract is home to billions and billions of bacteria, which can release a lot of hormones like serotonin. See? You got them chemies. That's right. So it didn't hurt. That's a pro. Embarrassingly though, I did shed sweat from my eyes because I was so scared. Like, I was sweating from my eyes from how scared I was because, I mean, thank God that I didn't go through this before, but I've never gone through this before, so I was like, and they were like, so we're gonna inject like an anesthesia in your spine, but it should be great. And I'm like, a what now? I'm like terrified of needles, and they're like, we're gonna inject something in your spine. And I'm like, what? My spine? I already have a bad back, and this is not very poggers of you, Miss Nurse. So I, like, started sweating from my eyes. I'm like, no, they're gonna poke me more. And then no place. And I'm like, oh god. But it did not hurt. They were like very nice. They were like, it's okay, it'll be quick. We'll just put you to sleep. But yeah, they were like, okay, we're just gonna like start injecting you with the sleepy stuff so that you fall asleep before and like don't feel it as much. And I'm like, okay, and then they did that. So that's what happened, which is very good. So that's a pro. A spinal tap. Now that I know she eats stuff that falls to the floor, this is all starting to make sense. You don't know if it touches normal bacteria. Okay, let me just pull it up. You don't know if it touches normal bacteria or salmonella. Wait, really? But it's in like not like outside. The ground food is like, in our home. Surely that makes it better, right? I thought that eating stuff that falls on the ground was like normal. Like, who just throws, like, to be completely honest with you, like, that's crazy. What's crazy? They were trying to fix her bad back as well. But yeah, hopefully nobody, just to give you a perspective on like what happens, they're gonna give you the anesthesia so you don't really feel anything. Imagine the surgery is like Team Fortress Medic intro video surgery of heavy. I have never seen that before. We need to get her a table chat. That's the thing. It's so funny because we have like a small foldable, like, those things where it's like you live in a dorm and there's only a bed and you have to have a laptop. So it's like a laptop table where you like play, or like it's like something that you'd get if you want breakfast in bed. So we basically have every meal in bed. Because of that. And because of that, Sushi is always innocently, Sushi will be like, meow, and then he's like under the table and he's like, I'm innocent and I'm all nice, and then suddenly his paws are like tapping into the table and I'm like, what is that? What is that, Sushi? No. You need to wait. We always are like, no, some of the food he can't eat, so we have to be like, we can't give it to you. I'm sorry. But if it's meat, we'll be like, okay, you can have a little bit. You can have a little bit. Maybe she's gonna take it seriously. What? What do you mean? Of course, that's why it's a meme. Huh? If you're regularly clean the floor of indoors places, you'll have less of a chance of food getting those bacteria or yeast. Exactly! Like, what? Like, you only eat ground food if you have trouble putting food in the table. Huh? I don't even let my dogs eat stuff that falls to the floor. What?! Unless Sushi's the one dropping the food. No, I'm the one dropping the food. It just happens sometimes. Like, you're eating a chip and like when you're pulling it out of the bag, like some of it falls to the ground, It happens. But yeah, this is a pro. But that's the thing that's make you regularly clean. Sorry, I'm really thirsty. I'm gonna drink some water. What was that? Oh yeah, we're going to the next slide. Oh my goodness, time flies so fast. No appendix, no problem. That's another pro. If you get appendicitis and then you get appendectomy, that's what it's called, appendix surgery, whatever. You got no appendix. So you don't need you'll never get appendicitis again. It's like getting a cold once and then you remove the cold and the cold will never come again. It's like that. So once you get it removed, it's gone. It's just gone. No more. That's a pro. So that's the thing. The 5-second rule myth. Many people believe that if food is picked up quickly within 5 seconds, it's safe to eat. Yeah. It's not a myth. Thinking about it, if you're only using soap products to like clean the floor and starch, no purpose of it. Bacteria can transfer to food almost instantaneously, so time factor is not a reliable measure of safety. Ugh, really? But okay, well, I'll just do my best not to drop the food. And I'll only I'll like judge if it's worth it. Like, what if it's like a huge chip? Like, what if the chip was like a substantial size, you know? I mean, if it's like a crumb, like there's no need to eat it, you know? Just the appendix like a backup organ for our bacteria. If something happens to our gut flora, that's how it repopulates from the appendix. I don't know. I mean, it definitely does have a purpose. Like, a lot of people will be like, we don't even need the appendix. It just gives us appendicitis. But I think there is a use for it. There's always a use for it for why our body has stuff. But I don't know what it does. But at least it's like you can live without it. Is a chip worth going back into the hospital to get poked with needles? Fine. I'll gradually. I won't. I won't pick stuff up from the ground anymore to eat. But what if it falls on me? Like, what if I'm like lying down or like, you know, kind of like leaning on the bed, and like it falls on me? Like, I'll be eating chips and then it falls on me. Like, it's not the floor. So, ain't no way you guys haven't eaten anything that fell on the floor at least once in your lives. Exactly. I'm like, you know, like, man, if this was pre surgery Megumi, I would have been like, you live once, guys. Like I said before, like, I really did believe, like, you know, like, food is an experience. It's not just about, like, you need to survive, that's why you need food. To me, like, food needs to taste good, bro. I need to like the sensations in my mouth when I consume it. Okay? Like, the texture matters and the taste, and I just want it to taste good. And most of the stuff that tastes good is unhealthy, but like, you know, like, I don't want to live life like, I will try to eat healthier, but like, having to exclude something from my diet completely, like, what if I'm craving bacon? Like, I can have it once in a while, I think, but I definitely do recently try to eat healthier, because before I'd be like, I was not joking when I'd be like, I'm just eating instant stuff, man, because like once I get home I'm like too tired to do a whole meal prep, and on the weekends I'm mostly asleep, and also I have my VTuber stuff, you know, like I want to work on the things that I want to work on, and like cooking is just like so much work. So usually, like, if it's like, man, I haven't defrosted the meat and I'm really hungry already, so I'll just eat instant noodles because it's so good, sweet and spicy pancit canton. Like, you know what's crazy is, like, the night before I went to get a checkup, which I think probably made it worse, is like my stomach was already hurting, but it was like in the middle of the night and I was so hungry because we didn't eat dinner that day because our lunch was so heavy. So we didn't get hungry until like late into the night, and there was no prep. We were like, oh, we'll probably fine even if we don't have dinner. But I got hungry and I was like, I'm hungry, and mom was like, I didn't defrost anything, there's nothing like to cook. And I'm like, what if we have pancit canton? And I made pancit canton, which is sweet and spicy, and if your stomach is having problems, you're not supposed to eat spicy food, but I am like that. Okay, I didn't consider that it would be a problem. But I think that probably maybe worsened things for me. Because I woke up the next day, because it was painful the 3 days, like, constantly. Like, it would go away for a while. Like, by go away, I mean, like, it would lessen for a while. And when I got hospitalized, Mom was like, you did not, like, express to me, like, very expressively that it hurt a lot. I'm like, it hurt, because if it was, like, a stomach ache, I wouldn't even mention it. Like, if it was just, like, a normal stomach ache, I wouldn't even be like, my stomach hurts. It'll be like, that's weird. But it hurts so much that I was like, my stomach kind of hurts. I was like, my stomach really hurts. And then she'd be like, okay. And then I'd be like, yeah. And then we'd go back. Because I was not gonna suggest being like, let's go to the hospital. And Momgu isn't like neglectful. Like, she's the one. If Momgu wasn't here, I really could have just decided there was a high possibility that I could have just not went to the hospital, guys, because that's how much I hate it. Like, I don't know, it's just like ingrained in us. Like when we grow up, it's like, you know, like the hospital, it feels like a very extreme choice to us. Like, it still baffles me, like, when I see like, when I hear people from like the Western side of things being like, you know, if I feel like unwell, I'll go to the hospital or something like that. Especially when like people are like complaining that the hospital bill, they like make memes on the YouTube about like, oh my gosh, the hospital bill, like I just got a band-aid. And also like there's always this overthinker side of me. Like sometimes you go to the hospital and there's malpractice, right? Like they're human, they still make mistakes, but that mistake could cost your life. Like I've heard stories of like, oh my gosh, like the doctor used the wrong needle and now I'm even more sick than before. Oh, Nurse Aika! Oh my gosh. No, a nurse is here and I'm like talking about no appendix, no problem. I can explain. I got appendicitis. That's why I'm saying this. I'm not trying to tell people to like take their appendix out of their body. How does PH handle that? You guys have universal healthcare? Each of you get your own, or work covers it? It depends. I was very lucky because sometimes, it depends. If you work in a really nice place, then they can have that option for you, like it's part of your benefits. But you know, sometimes they'll try their best to like get out of it. Not the work, but like the insurance being like, no, I don't think this is like for example, if you like get an illness that they could argue being like, oh no, this happened before you started work, so this isn't like since it happened before you like got this benefit, so you're not availed yet, you know, like stuff like that. But like most of the time that's the reason, because of money. Money is like one of the very high reasons why a lot of Filipinos don't go to the hospital, because like if you go to the hospital and like you get checked up and it ends up like there's nothing wrong, you just spent money for no reason. It's like that process. Hospitals are really expensive. It's still the same, like maybe not as much as like, okay, I don't know, because that's why we don't go to the hospital, because it's expensive as well. Is like, that's one of the many reasons. So usually for Filipinos, if it's like, you know, something like a stomach ache, they could be like, oh, it'll just go away in a few days. If it's something that just passes, like for example a fever, like if it just passes or something like that. Even when I was a child, I used to like have episodes where I vomit and we would not know why I vomited, but I'd vomit and then I'd like rest for a day and then it's gone and then we're fine. Like we don't usually be like, oh my gosh, you vomited, we gotta go to the hospital. Like, yeah. Always trying to scare me. No matter where you live, that's their job. So that's one of the reason why like our healthcare is really that good either. But I was very blessed that this incident happened to me, and my work was very accommodating for it. Hi Megu, hi Chaotic, hello. Megu 2024 to get 30% off your appendix surgery removal. Chat offers valid for just this month. No! Maybe I shouldn't have read that out loud. Imagine Megumi the surgeon VTuber within 2 weeks after today, lol. What do you mean? I know a surgeon VTuber. Shiori Pong. We're in a Minecraft server together, but we've never interacted before. I see her a lot on Twitter. She does amazing. She does an amazing thing. You know, she often like calls the community and also contributes a lot to when like patients will be like patients will be like they can't afford the surgery or something like that. She'll like cover the costs, or like she'll use her funds for what do you call it, from VTubing to help. And I really respect her for being able to like be a surgeon and then also VTube, because that's crazy. That is absolutely crazy of her. Like, man, if you're a doctor of any kind, like you can't just be like, oh no, I'm not going, because you're dealing with lives here. You can't just be like, oh, it's my day off, I'm not gonna go. It's like, no, because someone's gonna die if you do that. But what were we talking about? But yeah, that's one of the many reasons I think, well, Filipinos in our culture, you know, being a third world country and all that. Oh my gosh, this is taking, I was supposed to be like, haha, like I got surgery, it's pretty serious, but like, let's like, you know, make the most of it or something, like, you know, just like look on the bright side. Haha, this stream is gonna be like, I'm gonna tell people what happened, but also haha, I'm gonna make a PowerPoint presentation about it. But yeah, that is also a thing here. It's like, I think that's why people mainly, because like if healthcare was like free or something, or like not expensive, like why not, you know, like why not just make sure that everything's okay, because better safe than sorry, prevention better than cure. But I think it's because it's expensive and there's always a chance that you can make do without having to spend a lot just to make sure you're okay. At the end, it's like, if it passes, that's great, because if you're like feeling sick and you go to the hospital and they're like, oh, it's fine, then in our mind, it's like, we just wasted money. You know what I mean? It's like that. So that's why. Get health advice from her, like, don't eat food dropped on the floor. She'll give you minimum 5 reasons. You should interact with her. I'm shy. I think she's fairly big to it. It's like, that's the thing is like, I'm shy because I already have bad people skills. And, you know, I don't want to be seen as like, a weirdo that's trying to like get with her or something. I don't want to be like, oh my gosh, I think you're pretty cool. And she's like, okay. Like, you know, that's what's sad about, is that sometimes like people can be genuinely be like, you're so cool, but then sometimes it's like, you're so cool, and you're like, you give them, and you're like, oh yeah, and then they turn out to be like weird. That's the thing, and especially if you know. So I'm like extra shy. I would be curious what she was. So I don't want her to be like, what a weirdo. Because like, what do I even talk to her about? Anyways, moving on. If you're shy, we can help you. No. Like, I saw back a part, like, I watched the VOD. I always sometimes, that's contradictory. Sometimes I watch back my VOD when I have the energy, immediately as soon as I end the stream. And that's what happened in the Minecraft stream. And in the very beginning, I was so shy. I was like, oh, like, IRL too, like, I had so many instances. I'm already considered weird. No! That's what they said, is like, to be cringe, be free. I've confirmed before that Meg has 0 Riz chat. No! But like, you know, when I used to have, like, right now you can see that I'm loud. But that's because I feel a bit comfortable. But whenever I meet new people, I'm always like kind of self-conscious, and I'm scared of saying something and then like having a deadpan reaction or something. And so, like, for real, that's how Filipinos handle sickness. If we can tough it out, we tough it out. Self-medication and non-prescription medicine all the way. Exactly. It's like, you know, if it can be resolved without going to the hospital, we're gonna try it all. All those options that we spend the least amount of money as possible. Because also, like, I don't know, man. You know, sometimes you go to the hospital and it, like, bites you in the butt sometimes, you know, where it's like, they have malpractice or they don't entertain you or like something like that. Like, we're always like understaffed. Because this is so bad. I'm revealing things though. I don't know much about society, but I know that we're understaffed because the offers that we have for our nurses and healthcare workers in general is very sad. Like, it's very not at all worth, you know? So I know that a lot of nurses just go abroad. They just go overseas because they get better offers there. So in here, we're very understaffed. So that's why like mistakes often happen, you know, and they're not to blame. They're human. Like, oh my gosh, can you imagine? Because some patients too, like because of their illness, which is also understandable, like they'll be like not the most pleasant people to work with. I mean, you're sick. You're not going to be the most pleasant at all times. So nurses have to deal with that too, even though they're just doing their job. You know, it's customer service, but also like you're a nurse, but like you're trying to save their lives, but you also have to be like know how to handle people. You know what I mean? It's a very demanding job. No revealing societal secrets. No. But yeah, so that's why it's also kind of scary to go to the hospital here. There's like there are some hospitals, I believe, that recently it's gotten better. There's some hospitals that are like free, but it's only good if you're not having like an ER situation where you have to get treated immediately, because it's free, everybody goes there. Okay, like 90% of the population goes there. And you have to line up for hours and hours and hours, and sometimes like, you know, like you'll line up today and it's like 4 a.m. and you'll get entertained the next day in the afternoon. And what if like you don't have the time and luxury to do that, so you have to pay for like a hospital and stuff like that, and it's expensive, you know? So it's either like very time consuming and like, or it can be time consuming and expensive. So I think that's why, like, I don't know, like it's become our culture that it's really like, as long as we can tough it out, we're gonna tough it out. We're not going to the hospital until something is very clearly wrong. So pull the ticket and wait for your number. Yeah, you gotta pull the ticket, wait for your number. No, that's exactly it. Like, you'll line up to get a priority number, and then you have to wait for your priority number to be called. So you line up twice. That's how crazy it is. Because you have to line up to get the ticket, right? You gotta line up because they'll give you a ticket after you line up. And then I don't know why they do that, actually. Oh, it's so maybe that you can like get the ticket and then you can do other stuff while you're waiting for your number to be called. Because what if you can't just line up all day and then, you know. So I think that's why they did it, because there's so many people that like you'll get your ticket, and then now you have your ticket, you can maybe go eat and stuff like that, and then just like kind of be sure that, oh, when I come back my number hasn't been called yet. At least Malasakit program is there, just gotta wait in long lines for free medicine. Exactly, that program is like recently been implemented, where Malasakit where yeah, there's free medicine, but yes, you have to line up in long lines. You have to really wait until you're entertained. So that's why it's like very like, just as much as possible, just don't go to the hospital kind of mindset, you know? Especially sometimes, like not all doctors, but like sometimes like doctors will not really recommend the most budget friendly things. You know, so you do get checked up, and then it's like a very mild thing that could go away, but then they recommend all these things, and then also you're scared if you don't follow the doctor recommendation, but then it costs a lot of money, you know, and you never truly know if you could have just been fine if you didn't like do all these things and spend all this money, or if you really did have to do all those things or stuff like that, you know? Time for more water, bro. Thank you. But yeah. So I think that's part of the reason why, you know, it's very sad. It's very sad. Like, I don't know, like, you know, if free healthcare was a thing, like, why not, you know? But yeah, it's sad. I hear a lot of stories. We've experienced it definitely, where, as much as you want to attempt everything to like save the loved one or save yourself, maybe sometimes you just don't have the money for it, and you don't really see an end of it. Like, what if you do, like, for example, like get a loan, and then you get treated, and then afterwards you're gonna have to work really hard to like you're gonna be thinking there, like, where am I gonna get that kind of money? Like, you know, like, I may live, but, like, it'll be so much harder, like, stuff like that. So, like, just tough it out instead, like, stuff like that, you know? Like, oh, you're barely making ends meet, like, that better be water, not soda or juice. Yeah, it is definitely just water. It's definitely pure water. I haven't been drinking juice or anything that isn't water for days, weeks. I'm just drinking it. I like how we went into serious territory and this guy in the back's just like with his shining teeth. I did not expect it. I guess I should have expected it. I thought everyone was just gonna be like haha hee hee. But yeah. I think I rarely, like, I speak, sometimes I, like, share, like, life stuff, like, hey, hey, haha, life perspective, but I don't think I've ever discussed stuff like that, but, you know, it's reality, bro. Oh my gosh, I can't. Showing emotion, vulnerability is so awkward. Is that an accurate picture of Mega? No more Jollibee, no! Some juices are okay, but not every day. Yeah, I mean, the surgeon and the doctor were like, yeah, you're young. You can eat anything you like now. After a certain period, well, it was like the 2 weeks before the, we were like having follow-up checkups, but before the follow-up checkups, you could, I couldn't eat all those stuff, but then after the follow-up checkup, they're like, you should be good to go now. You can eat anything, but I'm not feeling the best still, so as much as possible, I'm not eating things that could cause problems, you know? So like things that are like very salty or very spicy or very sweet. Although, the sweet though. I did eat quite a bit of, I ate a donut, Dunkin' Donut, the other day because I couldn't help it. I was deprived for 2 weeks. I like just one. So I had one. No more Jollibee. F's in the chat. No, I can still eat Jollibee. I'll give it a few months, maybe. Like, also, I'll just do it once in a while. No fries, my fried chicken. No, it's so bad because I love chicken burger. I love chicken sandwich from Jollibee. I love the fries from Jollibee. I just love fries in general. And I was so sad because I'm like, I want to eat something yummy. I want to have that MSG, bro. Time to remove that Mountain Dew from Throne. Do it now, burb. Oh yeah, I should remove that. I'll remove it later. You're right. You know what? No, I can still drink it, but like in the future. I will clarify, please. I would not risk. I hated going to the hospital. I would not risk it, but like the doctor did say I'm free to eat anything I like. I even clarified. I was like, you mean I can eat fast food again? And the doctor said, and the doctor said, no more monkey, no more Jollibee. No, I'm just kidding. I was like, anything? Like, even like fast food, like Jollibee and choking. He was like, yeah, but also, you like eating those stuffs? Because my surgeon was very healthy. He was an elderly person, but he was very like fit, like physically. He was very like robust, perhaps more robust than me at Forever 21. But he was like, yeah, you can, but you like eating those stuff? Because I don't, because like, you know, I don't like the way there's so many preservatives. But yeah, you can. You're young. You can eat all those stuffs. You can eat all those stuffs now. You can eat anything, huh? He said that. I am not in denial. I was in denial when they were like, do you think it is appendicitis? And I'm like, no. I was in the bargaining stage. I was like, there's no way it's appendicitis. Something that requires surgery? Nah, no way. And then it turned out to be true. Are you sure you weren't still under the anesthesia effects when you heard that? It was a few weeks, 2 weeks after my surgery. I think I was good. Oh, she's in denial. My cheese fries I'm eating right now is too aren't good. That's me. I was like, what? I couldn't have milk, and in extension, I couldn't have cheese for those 2 weeks. So I was like, I can't have cheese, but I love cheese. And I couldn't have butter because butter is grease. It's oily. It's grease itself. So I was like, I love butter. What do you mean I can't have butter? My favorite cake is cheesecake. What do you mean? But they were like, it's just for these 2 weeks, okay? And I'm like, okay. But it felt so much longer than 2 weeks. And I still haven't eaten cheesecake until now because like I said, I'm trying to like avoid, like it's very new still, you know, I'm gonna give it time to like recover. You don't know you won't be forever 21, right, Megu? She has been 21 for a while now, chat. Cheese. Exactly. I wanted to eat chowking when I visited a couple months ago. My cousin stopped me every single time. Why? What's wrong? I mean, it is a fast food, but you know, like, my motto, and I want to believe that it's still my motto, is that, like, you know, once in a while, it's okay, you know, you gotta live a little. You know? Like, you can survive, sure. But the heart wants what it wants. But yeah, we're going to the cons. Is that I could not eat what every single one that I found appealing. Cheese, butter, fries, chicken, marumi daw. I mean, marumi. When you eat outside kasi, expectation mo na to a certain extent to a certain extent na marumi. Hindi mo na lang yan isipin. Kung gusto mong hindi marumi, sa bahay ka kumain. Kasi hindi mo alam paano nila linuto. Am I saying that right? I was like made fun of it. It's like, no one talks like that, Meg. in Tagalog. Like the grammar construction is the same with like when I'm speaking Japanese. It's like the grammar is off to a certain extent. No, this bird is on track, mine. No, but like chow pan is so good. I was also not allowed to eat that because it's very oily, because it's fried rice and it has pork and it has oil. Other fast food apparently is fair game. Why? I've never heard of that before, that chowking is especially bad. Maybe in Manila? I don't know. Bye-bye, Razor. Thank you for dropping by. Thank you again for being 10 months Medakin. Thank you. Hey, yo, dissing our chowking. Soma, your cousin is on a hit list now. Take care of your health, Megu. Thank you. I will do my best. That was really an eye-opener, bro. I lived so unhealthily, and I a certain part of me was like, it's fine, you only live once. I was aware of the consequences in the back of my mind, but you know how, like, you know, like, it's just in the back of my mind. Ah, okay. I guess you have to visit other parts of the Philippines to eat chowking. I didn't know that, actually. But yeah, like, you know, their chow fan is good. I love their siomai. What else? Actually, that's it. Whenever I go to Chowking, I only eat their chow fan and siomai. Jollibee, my recommendation. Actually, Jollibee has a really good menu. I don't know if I'm biased. I love their peach mango pie. Cannot be beat. They came out with so much stuff. There was like ube cheese or something, and then chocolate, and I don't remember. Tuna, they have a tuna, but I haven't eaten the tuna pie yet. But peach mango pie is the OG, and it's the best, and I love it. Chicken sandwich, I only recently discovered I love chicken sandwiches because I don't know. Their yum burger is good. Sometimes I crave it. It's not what I always get. Sometimes I crave their yum burger. Their spaghetti, I don't know if you guys will like it because Philippine spaghetti is sweet. It's like not tomatoey at all. Like it's kind of like banana ketchup type. You know, it's like people never heard of banana ketchup. They're like, what? Sweet ketchup? I thought it was tomato. Tomato is sour. Like, I've heard people say that, what? Spaghetti in, like, it's so off-putting. And we have hot dog inside. And that's how we've eaten it all. Like, I thought that was normal. Until I discovered YouTube. And people were like, spaghetti is sour because it has tomato sauce. And tomato sauce is made of tomatoes. And so it is sour. Usually I just get their chicken or spaghetti. Yeah, their chicken is like their, oh, palabok! Yes, I love their palabok so much. It used to be even better. I think they removed it for so because it's pork. They used to put chicharron. Like they have chicharron. Chicharron is I believe in English pork rind. And it's crispy and crunchy. And then they will crush it and then put it all over the spaghetti, the palabok, which is very, very good. Oh, sour. Yeah, no, the tomato is like kind of sour-ish. Like instead of sweet, it's more sour. You know what I mean? Or is that not? I'm bad at like descriptions. Going to make her hungry. I still need to eat at like, I don't know, 1 a.m. Because I saw advice that if you're doing night shift, like if you're sleeping in the day and working at night, like you should eat frequent but small meals. So I ate very little earlier because I don't know if it's also because of the night shift or I'm just like that, but sorry. I eat little and then I get full. I get full so easily, but I also get hungry really fast. Like I'll eat something and then it's like I won't eat it one big portion, and also I'm a very slow eater. People at work have also commented about that about me. They were like, man, you really do eat slow, don't you? I'm like, I'm sorry, I feel bad because like if we used to eat together, now not anymore because before it was like training, so we all got dismissed at the same time, but now it's like it depends on like, even though the time of your shift is over, if you're still entertaining a customer, you can't just be like, well, I'm gonna stop talking to you because I gotta leave. So it depends on if you get a customer that like still won't let you go and they're still talking to you. You can't just be like, stop talking, it's the end of my shift, bye. Okay, so now we don't get to eat together as much, but when we do, it's like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. It's been 45 minutes, I'm not done eating. Pan de coco that's mom baked last night, and it's so nice and fluffy and sweet with coconut. I do know that that's a popular item. For me personally, well, I'll eat it, but I don't go out of my way to buy pan de coco. Although it's very good. And I heard that like pandesal isn't really a thing outside of the Philippines, which shocked me because I thought it was like, it's bread, But I like that too. Order's done. I just had but yeah, pan de coco is very good because of the fluffiness. I love the fluffiness. Tiny bladder, tiny stomach, what a combo. Chicharron is cheap here, so you can buy it on the side. Yes. Coworkers couldn't afford to sit down and eat lunch in 2 hours while waiting for Megumi. They couldn't. Like yesterday, it was like I was eating with them, and they had way bigger portions than me, and they finished before me. And I was like, oh, and they were like, oh, I'm gonna go pee, and I'm like, oh, you can go ahead. And they were like, are you sure we can leave you here? And I'm like, yeah, because like the break is very short, and our work is kind of like, I don't know, like you gotta really take advantage of your breaks. So I wouldn't want them to just be sitting there when they could be like lying down somewhere else, or like, going to the bathroom because they couldn't during the shift. So pandesal is top tier. Exactly. It's just so simple, but it just tastes so good. It's like there's like no spread or anything, and there's no like filling, but it just tastes good. It's just a comfort when it's warm. It's just a comforting little snack. It can be a meal, breakfast, dip it in like coffee or Milo. No, I don't do that anymore. Literally a roll with breadcrumbs sprinkled on top. Wait. Sorry, wait. I am in California and there's a ton of Filipino bakeries. Oh my gosh! That's so great. That's so great to hear. Cause I've seen like YouTubers say like, oh, we don't really have pandesals here, so we have to bake it ourselves. Literally an addiction for me. Oh my gosh. I shall eat a big steak for lunch today in your honor. Oh, I mean, I used to fear steak. Because I watch a lot of like cooking shows, like for example Master Chef or like the Great British Bake Off, what else, Hell's Kitchen, even like those kinds of shows. I love those. I love like cooking shows. I love them so much. And there's like competition and they present it to you as the most beautiful thing ever, and it's so cool. And they did it in like a few like minutes, something that I couldn't do in like 10 days. And then the chefs eat it and it's like, oh, it's so good. Or even if it's like there's drama and it's like, oh my god. And then like I love watching those shows, and they almost always like there's a feature of some sort of like steak, and some of them is like bloody still, and I'm like, oh. I mean, Filipino cooking is like also very like, I don't know, mythical. Like very oh my gosh, you know, like we do have a dish of pork blood, which is dinuguan, and I hated it. I hate it. I cannot fathom the idea of eating someone's blood, drinking someone's blood. And so steak scared me for the longest time ever. Until we tried it with my friendos, you know, when we cooked it ourselves. And it was like, they were like, it's good, and I was like, it's pretty okay. It's not as bad as I thought it would be. It's pretty good. It's soft, you know. I get the appeal because I've always had like kind of like bad beef. I didn't really like beef a lot. And then they said you probably had like low tier beef, because I didn't know that there's tiers to beef meat. And they were like, you probably like didn't have the best quality beef. And I'm like, yeah, because it's tough and it's like chewy, and it's like, you know, when you eat something like a meat and you just chew and then you spit it out because all the juices are just gone, like it's just a ball, like you just suck. Let me rephrase, like okay. Let me gather my thoughts. But we were talking about like rank the meats. And my first time here, literally just 5 minutes. Your model's so cute, amazing design. Aw, thank you. Sometimes I feel bad because I feel like maybe mama designed my model too cute. Because my voice, sometimes when I'm watching my VOD, like the model's so cute. And my voice is like, hey bro, hi. It's like, it should be like, oh my gosh, hi guys, it's me, Megu. It should be like that, but I can't do that. I can't. Like, I think sometimes I subconsciously even like make my voice deeper or more goofy, because I don't, which is stupid, because like when I'm shy and talking to new people, that's what I sound like. I talk like that. I'm like, oh yeah. I'm like that. It's so cringe. I can't. It's like, oh yeah. Yeah, you're right. Oh my gosh. Cute model, then you hear her talking. Oh yeah, chat, I'm gonna go take a pee. Sorry. Oh, Miriam, don't leave. I completely. Miriam's here like, hey, it's my first time here. Nice to meet you. I'm like, I'm gonna go pee, guys. But thank you, Miriam. Very sweet of you to say. Mega is in the algorithm. Let's go! Oh my gosh. I was worried because I didn't know that. I didn't know that this title could get me in trouble. I just thought it was funny because, you know, VTubers graduate. So I was like, haha, VTuber graduation, or like graduation from life. You know, if you don't cry, if you don't laugh about it, you cry about it. So I've done enough crying. I'm just gonna laugh about it. Rue celebrates 12 months of membership. Hi, hello, Rue. Thank you for being a member for 12 months. Oh my god, it's so great to see you. Oh my god, I can't believe you've been a member for 12 months already. I can't believe it. I feel like, I remember Rue coming in, but like, for 12 months? Man, time is so fast. Hey guys, guess what? I just took... I never said that, ever! I don't think. It's today I realized how relatable you are. Wait, which part? I don't know. Oh my gosh. But yeah, that's why I'm like, you know what? I'll cry, but in front of you guys, let's laugh about it. Not gonna leave. I'm thankful for my algorithm. You're a delight. Also, thank you for spelling my name right. Aww! Let's go! I'm so happy I also spelled your name right. I'm glad. That's all I asked. That's an interesting title. Hello, Alden. Yes, recently went through a bit of a modification. Alright, I'm like doing my little presentation of pros and cons of the appendicitis, the appendix, you know. So this is another con, is that I'm lazy by choice, okay? I talked about it earlier, but I did not appreciate not being able to physically drink water by myself, because I couldn't get the water. Like, I'm literally like stuck in bed, and whenever I need to get up, I needed Mamgu to like lift me up, or like not lift me, but like kind of support me up, like hug me into a standing position, and everything like it was so frustrating because everyday things that you take for granted, like grabbing things and being able to like sit up, like from a lying position, being able to sit up or like just move like sideways, like side to side, was so difficult, and you needed to be assisted with everything. And I felt so bad for Mamgu because I couldn't sleep very well, just all these thoughts running in your head, you know. And also because it's an uncomfortable position to not being able to move. My back was hurting, my muscles were sore, I could barely feel like my arm. Everything you talked about except for having surgery, which is great because I would not recommend it. But yes, Alden, the surgery almost went bad. No, I had to get emergency surgery because it became bad. Because I was a very stubborn bird. Well, glad you recovered enough to stream. Yes, I'm also glad to have recovered enough to stream. Like, oh my gosh, a few days in, I'm like, I want to stream. I want to go home and be on my PC. And Mom goes like, no. We couldn't, for context, like after I got discharged, we didn't go home to our place because it was kind of tiny. Like I mentioned before that, oh, it's a great place. It is, but it's still pretty small. Definitely not as small as my dorm where there was only literally 2 beds. But it's still quite a small place, and I have a lot of stuff, like courtesy of all of you guys as well. I have a lot of stuff. So it would have been bad if I like tripped on something or hit my wound in like a corner of something, or like hit the side of my bed or something. So I had to go to a relative's place, which is a very like far away from the city for the fresh air and the ambiance. And also another concern we had was Sushi. So Sushi is very comfortable with us, so sometimes he gets the zoomies and he'll like randomly go from one side of the room to your stomach and jump on you. So that would have been bad if he jumped on my wound, so we could not have that. Hello, Resurrection! Go to bed, have fun, everyone. Thank you for dropping by, Alden. I'm glad to see you in one of these chill streams, chill just chatting streams. I don't see Meko as a girl. She's more like one of the boys. Hard to explain. I can't. I used to be even less of a girl. Of a girls. it was very hard. I wanted to be one of the girls, but also not. Because now I'm like, oh, I also do my makeup. I do skincare now. But before I would be like, I was so bad. I'm a liar. Because like whenever events happened, like everyone would doll up, and then the teacher would see me and they would be like, Megu, you should at least have like lipstick, you know? And I'd lie and I'm like, I'm allergic to lipstick. I'd be like, oh, sensei, teacher, no. Actually, I'm allergic to lipstick. That's why I'm not wearing any. Immediately debunked by Momgu. She's like, no, she just hates makeup. I just didn't like the feel of it on my lips. And I hated it even more when you eat something or drink something and there's lipstick stain on it and there's this taste of lipstick. And I'm like, ew, my food has lipstick. So, but now I get it. I like it. Well, it could be better, but like, I get it now. Like, I get why we do makeup. Like, it feels good. Like, it feels good to look at yourself and be like, oh. Oh wait, I just realized there's no chat here. We can't see you here. It's fine. Chat is just in my imagination, in my heart. Haha. If you fatten Sushi up, there wouldn't be any chances of him doing that. Too fat to do that. Mak, don't you know? He's so spoiled. He's already almost 5 kilograms. Not even, like, it was like a few months or a few weeks before. He was like 3, and now he's like 5. Almost 5 kilograms. He's a fat boy now. When he walks, his stomach jiggles. He's my fat, stinky boy. Especially Momgu's here. Momgu's essentially Sushi's grandmama, and whenever Sushi like pats her on the leg and is like, eh, she'll like give him more of her food, and I'm like, Momgu, no! Momgu, no! And she's like, but he's looking at me with the eyes. I'm like, he knows. Whenever he wants food, he will not go to me or Brogu, he will go to Momgu. Because he knows that Momgu's the weakest towards him. The weakest to his charms. I'm like, it's not healthy for you to be eating so much human food. He's always asking for stuff. Like, whenever we eat something, he wants a part of it. I'm like, you just ate. This is just, at this point, just like, you just want to eat for the sake of eating. You know what I mean? Like, you just see us eating and think that must be good. The other day, I was eating watermelon, and then he was like, can I have some? And then I picked a very tiny piece and then like put it on my hand, and he sniffed it and ignored it. He was like, no. I'm like, you asked for this. She's a pro yapper after all. Wait. What are you talking about? What do you mean? Who am I talking to? Fine. Fine. I'll get you guys in here. You think I'm crazy? I'm not crazy. You're crazy. I'm not crazy. I can see it. It's real. You guys are real. I'm talking to real people. I'm not crazy. Let me just pull it up. Oh my gosh. Okay. But yeah, it was so bad because like it was so ironic because eating is his hobby, bruh. This fat stinky boy. Oh my gosh, wait, why is that? Okay, wait. Oh, there we go. Haha! There we go. Crazy. Please tell me you toss it. I did toss it. No, I wouldn't go that far. Please tell me you didn't eat the tiny watermelon you tried to give to Sushi. That's why I'm mad, because I'm like, you're just wasting food, Sushi, because you insist on asking for it, and then I hand it over to you, and you're like, never mind. I didn't know you were eating peasant food. That's not up to my standards. I hate it. I'm like, bro, I could have eaten this. Megu, huh? Their lamp kind of looks weird. Wakes up to original life. Bro, they are crazy, but I ain't that crazy because someone went through a worse situation. I want to believe you. I really want to believe you, but now I can't. I'm not that crazy. I'm very like, conscious of the fact that you can't mix saliva. You can't smooch salivas with your pets, even though you love them lots. I'm very conscious about that. I mean, come on, I don't even like sharing stuff with like family. Well, Mom Goo's an exception. Like, you know, like sharing cups. Although I've done it before, but if I could, we wouldn't. I learned a new side of my Oshi and I'm not sure if I will be the same. What do you mean? You're acting like eating food off the ground is the craziest thing you've ever heard, but everybody literally does it. It's the same with peeing in a pool. Everyone's done it before. I'm not crazy. It's normal. It's like a rite of passage. Everyone's done it before, okay? I'm just gonna move to the next slide. She doesn't share cups with Brogu, dang. I mean, it's normal, you know. Siblings don't like sharing cups and straws with each other. You know? The other day, like, we ordered, a drink. And it was just one drink. And I gave Brogu some and he sipped from the straw. And then when I got it back, I wiped it with a tissue. Before I drank from it again. No offense, Brogu. I dare ya, ask that question. What? What question? You pee in pools? You don't. I used to. Yes, I used to pee in pools. Well, why? I haven't been to pools in a while, as you know. But, like, do people... I know people do that, okay? I know it in my heart of hearts that we do that. What do you mean? What do you mean? It's normal! Sometimes you can't, like, help it. Call me disgusting, but I don't mind anyone as long as I know they are not dirty. Exactly. I don't think that's disgusting. It's just a personal thing. What do you mean? People do it! Nearly all children must have done it once at least. See? 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 No wonder she hasn't been invited back to the pool. Ayo, that's a timeout right there. Wait, what? No, you M2 helicopter! No! Oh, yes, Sushi? What is it? Oh, don't hop on me now. I feel so heartbroken because Sushi is so heavy now. He's like almost 5 kilograms, so I can't lift him to cuddle him anymore. Well, not for now. Aw, Sushi baby. Sometimes he like hops on me to cuddle. He's trying to cuddle with me right now. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. My stomach is off limits for now. This is going from... I thought it's normal. It's normal. Yeah, my baby is the best. He's so nice. He's so cute. He's always asking for walks, so when I get home from work in the wee hours of the morning, he'll always like get out and act like he owns the place. Because we live in like you know those units? I don't know if it's called apartment or condominium. We live in one of those, so the hallways is like public area. So he'll like walk around like he owns the place, roll around, get some fresh air. It's a good way for me to do exercise too, like just walking. Because try to make sure that after I eat, if I can, and have the energy to do so, I'll like walk for a few minutes. Mom, Meku probably did it in her 20s. Earlier I said you should make poll on Twitter about eating stuff off the floor. How long before we change his no from sushi to onigiri? No, we're not changing his name to... Well, onigiri is pretty cute, but like changing names in the middle of his lifetime is like... I don't know if he'll get that. He'll be like confused. Okay, wait. Let me just... Do I have to do a poll on Twitter? Can't I just do a poll? Okay, wait, never mind. If I do a poll here, all of you are gonna be biased and you're gonna be like, no, you can't eat food off the floor. I'm gonna do it on Twitter. I'm gonna do it now. I'm gonna do it right now. Do you know... do you eat food off the ground? 5-second rule. 10-second rule. 10-second rule. 10-second rule. 10-second rule. Oh wait, I'm supposed to click the poll thingy, right? Ugh. Ask the question. Yes. No. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. I'm gonna do it heck yeah. Oh, yeah. I keep misspelling yeah. I'm gonna have it open for 7 days. Oh, yes. Heck yeah. Sorry. There. Why not call it Pichi? Pichi? Pichi Pichi? Onigiri. Roll out. That sounds like onigiri. I choose you. He looks like an onigiri. How long before we change? Maybe trying to use our VTuber friends to sway the vote. What do you mean? Bold of you to assume I have. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I do have. My friends probably will say no. Stormy is gonna be like Megu. In a disappointed father voice, Megu. Megu. I'm like, what? That's how it is. 7 days, dang. Yeah, exactly. Is the poll on Twitter? Yes, it is. It's on Twitter, because if I polled it here, all of you are gonna be like, no, you don't get to eat. No! Mukbang already voted and said no. Why is it 100? No, no. I do not. This is biased. This is rigged. Give it time. I'll give it time. Sad I don't have Twitter. You know what? It's not sad at all. You are doing the right thing. Honestly, I'm so like, the Twitter is like a toxic relationship that I can't get out from. I'm like, should I leave? But I like tweeting random stuff at like 2 a.m. But I don't know if there's even a point. Because like, I don't get the Twitter algorithm at all. I still don't get it. I thought I got it. I do not. Also, like, can I be honest? Like, I'm followed by some pretty cool people. I don't know if they misclicked or not, but I'm followed by some pretty cool people. So, I don't want to move or anything. Muse! Hello! How are you? There's no way the heck yeah is going to win. That's true. So many hippo retweets. What do you mean? Mudang is so cute. I saw it and I thought it was like a meme, but it turns out it was like real. I was like, wait. And then it like blew up and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's everywhere and I love it. I was so freaking busy, I missed. What made you almost canonically become... Robin! What? What are you talking about? Did you really? But where she's playable, guys. It wasn't a fake out. There's a live stream of the Hippo Zoo. I know! Mudang got so popular that the zoo were like, okay, we're gonna have a 24/7 live stream of Mudang. Wait, is it 24/7? Just voted heck yeah. Let's go, Miriam! Yeah! I mean, come on! That's crazy that people even are saying like no. But oh wait, I forgot to answer Muse. I recently got appendicitis. Haha haha. I don't know if it's okay to say those things. Is it okay to tell people about your medical condition? Too late, I already did, but I got appendicitis and was sent to the ER because of it, but I'm fine. I'm okay. I survived. I'm gonna try my best to stay healthy. But I'm expecting a wave of, oh my gosh, you're right. A hippo VTuber would be so cute. That's actually so cute. I still couldn't get over it because I love, right now, I still have that love for like big chunky tail. Like shark tail. Big chunky shark tail. It's so cute. I recently discovered a seal VTuber. I sneakily was like, you're so cute, and then never interacted with them again. And I just sometimes like their tweets. I forgot their name because it's in Japanese. But it was very cute. It was like Truck-kun or something. Nah, it was Truck-kun I'm trying to think if that would be no, that wouldn't have been better. But don't forget, Megu, I saw it. No, I was trying to like schedule the tweet because I had the sudden urge to like do it because I was thinking about Twitch. I was thinking about Twitch and I was like, I wanna like raid more. We're gonna wait. That's the thing. I'm gonna start wanting to raid. I'm gonna start wanting to raid. I'm gonna start raiding people. So if you have any suggestions, and the thing is like I don't want to raid just like anybody, because like, you know, I'm sharing the community and everything. So I'm sharing you guys as like, I don't know, giving your children to like a suspicious man or something, a suspicious person in like a white van. So I wanna try and check people out before I raid them. But also like the people that I follow, I mean, it's hard to like randomly. How do you like randomly on Twitch? Like you would just go to the category or something, and then you'd like find people to raid. And then you'd be like, oh, this seems cool. They're doing something neat. And then that's that. But what like with YouTube, like there's no tab, right? Where you can just discover people. So it's hard for me to like do that. I can see now. Mega raid someone and the first thing she asked, how many days do you— No! Lazy by choice. Exactly. That was the— it's so ironic. But to talk to yourself about what boundary you want to set when talking about yourself and your health so you can be clear with yourself. That's true. Like sometimes maybe like, I don't know, maybe I'm too share-y, which is weird because I'm also weird. Like there are some things where it's like, for example, like, oh, I'm not gonna share what dialect that we speak in the Philippines, because like like me specifically, because I'm like, that might be doxy. But then I'm like, I have appendicitis. I wouldn't ask that. I am not a degen. What do you mean? Exactly. We're not gonna ask that. That is like a normal question, okay? Asking if people eat stuff off the floor. Duh. People will do that. Let's not talk about the pee. It's a normal bodily function, guys. We can talk about the pee. Sorry, Sushi being cute again. Yes, baby? Oh. My cat. My kitty cat. But yeah. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, the lazy by choice slide is because I was so frustrated because it was so ironic because when I could move normally, I'd be in bed, right? And then I'd ask for a lot of things from Brogu, like, can you get me some water? Like, when he's like already standing up, or sometimes even when he's like right beside me, I'm like, can you like get this and that for me? And he'd look at me like I'm a piece of garbage and be like, and then he gets up and get it. But when I was like in the hospital and I couldn't move at all, I was frustrated by my inability to do stuff by myself. Maybe because I was also like, I felt sorry for Momgu because there wasn't really a proper place for her to sleep, and she had to like, she had to also wake up in the middle of the night because I was also like awake in the middle of the night. And there was this like restlessness of like, oh my gosh, on the suddenly in the middle of the night, I'll be like, oh my gosh, I want to like punch something, and like my heart is like beating mile per minute, and my brain is like, I just want to like stand up and jump around or something, but I couldn't. Like there was this like anxiety that I couldn't get rid of, like a panic attack thing, and like, but I couldn't move like physically. So yeah, Momgu, like every time, like, because I was super conscious about having to drink water because I was so like dehydrated, I don't know. So like sometimes I'd like have to ask Momgu like, oh, I have to go to the toilet, I have to like drink water, and it's like something very simple, but I have to like rely on her for it, rely on someone else for it. So I was like, I'm lazy by choice, I don't like this forced laziness upon me. It was so weird. But hi, I came from Mega Stream, so you do eat stuff that falls to the floor. Cute module, I just followed. Did you get a little bell to call Brogu? No, bro. Added a little bell. Tron, I'll get it for. Sorry to hear this, but I go to always support you always. Thank you. But yeah, it's normal to wake up in the middle of the night wanting to push stuff though. I don't know, like I think it was the medicine, because like they would come at random times to like inject medicine into me, And sometimes right after that, there would be like this panic attack response, and like I don't know why, actually. I'd be like restless and something. Maybe Megu has like suppressed anger issues. No, definitely not. Maybe? I don't know. I can't say that for sure, right? I can't be like, nah, I don't. What? I think this is the last slide. Oh yeah, I already discussed this. No sharp things, nor. I did not like the needles. That's what this slide is for. Even before like the surgery, like they had to take other stuff to test, like blood and stuff like that. And like when you go to a CT scan, they like inject stuff on you so that they can see the insides better. And it all required needles. And I hated it. It was like like, stop it! Oh, did you hear that? Rogu sneeze. But yeah, basically, this is what my con is like. No, sharpen things. I talked to a coworker was like, oh yeah, blah blah blah, and I shared that. Oh yeah, like one of the bad things is that I hated needles, and they're like, oh, I'm fine with needles actually. So there are people who won't find this as big of a con as I do, being like, oh yeah, I'm chill with needles, but I hated the needles. I hated every second, every poke. She hasn't Valid for weeks. Her Valid Gamer Girl rage is piling up. I want to get out. The last time I played, I went up to Bronze 3, guys. Bronze 3! If I just play a few more games... Oh, sorry. I bumped into the mic out of excitement. If I just played a few more games, I could be silver. I could finally get on top of silver. I need a team. I need a 5-stack that will not drag me down, and if I'm the one dragging it down, are able to lift me up. I need a team that can help me. Because it really is like such a mixed bag, and it sucks. Brogu has agreed. He's played on my account. I feel like I should apologize. Like, sometimes like my account will be online, and Brogu sometimes is like gets messaged by my friends, like, you know, Mari, or I don't know who else, Johnny maybe, and it's like him playing the account, and he doesn't respond because he doesn't even notice the message in the first place. And that was him playing on my account because there are skins on my account. But yes, what's my point? My point is that he's agreed that he's like, your pair-ups, and unrated, by the way. It's unrated. He doesn't play comp for me because I'm like, I don't want my rank to like reflect your skill. I want it to be me. I want it to be me, my effort, my games. So he does unrated on my account. And what do you call it? Like, he sometimes says like, your pair-ups are weird because sometimes you get paired up with like really good people, and also sometimes like it's not that the enemy's really good, it's just that you get paired up with like really bad people. And I'm like, so I wasn't copuming? And he's like, yeah, like compared to my account. And I'm like, what is this? Explain yourselves, Riot! Or not. Don't at me, please. No gaming for at least 1 more month. No! I can handle it! I can handle Valorant. I won't scream, I promise. Maybe. I don't know. That's why I asked for suggestions for like chill games where it's like, I do know about Stardew Valley, but for me, I feel like Stardew Valley is an investment. Like, you have to live in Stardew Valley. So that's why I was like, I want a low commitment game where I don't have to log in every single day, or I'll miss stuff or something, or like I have to like, you know, like in Minecraft. I want something like Minecraft, but only... Yes? Can you hear him? He's like meowing. Minesweeper, go. Minesweeper is kind of frustrating though. I don't know if I... Oh, my teammates stuck in both League and Valorant. No. Soma, what rank are you? Are you like gold? That's the thing, is like, I know friends who play Valo, like for example Mari, but they're gold, okay? I have to get to gold first before I ask them to queue with me, you know what I mean? I'm like, oh my gosh, wait. Give me a second. Ugh. I need to check something. Yep, we're good. Ah! Nope, we're good. Do you need a stress ball? No. Great news, I started Wuwa doing it for shoekeeper. Shoekeeper? It's shopkeeper, isn't it? It's shopkeeper. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry. Is my wound okay? I'm sorry, that would make you worry. No, it's okay, it's okay. I'm just like... I like tapped it. Which is... why I screamed. I'm like, ah! It should be fine. It's not hurting. So that indicates that nothing is wrong. She finally noticed the 50 unread Stormy messages chat. No! I need Valorant player, but I do train myself in a game called COD. Oh my gosh, Call of Duty. That's what I said, shoekeeper. It's not shoekeeper. She's shopkeeper, right? I haven't wooed in so long. I haven't logged into my very many gacha games in so long. Not even Honkai Star Rail. Because I've just been so preoccupied, if you know what I mean. Just so heckin' preoccupied. So yeah, I really want something like... No, I wouldn't say that. I would be the first to freak out if it bled. Oh my gosh. Don't say that. It's making me like... check again. It's fine. Don't gaslight me. This is fine, guys. Ah, I see. We got a new lady on Star Rail. Yeah, I know. I saw her. I have a friend on Honkai Star Rail. Like, you know, you can send friend requests so you can borrow their units as support. I recently logged in and I got the welcome back thing, you know, the welcome back requests. And then I played for like 2 days and then I immediately went back to not playing it again. But I saw the lady, the fox lady, and I got a friend list fox lady where they were like 6 like maxed out Eidolon. I forgot, am I correct? Eidolon? But like, you know, like Constellation and Genshin. And she's crazy. She just annihilates the team. She just annihilates them. And Sasuke and Naruto VA on Genshin and Kichi. Oh, I saw that too. I want to get back in it, but like I feel like right now, like I feel a bit exhausted to like go back to games with commitment. Like Pokemon low-key requires commitment, but like I'll be fine if I don't log in for like a week and then come back. To a certain extent. I want games like that right now, where, for example, Minecraft too, like something like Minecraft where it's fun, like for some reason, like just mindlessly like farming trees in Minecraft and then building them into blocks is so chill and relaxing. But also Minecraft has creepers, which is good because it would be too boring if it was just like building maybe. So creeper is a nice variation, but at the moment I don't want creepers or any possibility of the sort. So yeah, that player already maxed her out. It was crazy. Upcoming lady on Genshin is literally like grown up Katsina. Who's Katsina? And I stopped because I couldn't hit. I was gold 3 at the end of 3 acts ago. Oh my gosh, you guys are so cracked. What the heck? And stopped because I couldn't hit plat. Sheesh. I mean, I see people like on like Immortal and stuff like that on YouTube Shorts, and I'm like, I don't even know like how you get that good. Like, how much do you have to play? Like, probably because they played since they were young, maybe? Or maybe they're just like that good. They're just like, oh, I played for 3 months and they're already really good at the game. So I'm trying to like comfort myself, being like, maybe you'll get there in like a few years. But right now, you know, it's like some people started at like 12 playing video games. You started, I don't know, 4 years ago. And you didn't start Valorant until what? Like, I don't know. Like, you discovered video games like 4 years ago. Give yourself a little leeway, Megan. I'm like, you're right. Yeah. It's not that I suck, right? And it's like, no, what? You don't suck. Just get good easy. Exactly. I just want to get good. I just want to get good, chat. I just want to get good. I don't know why it's so hard to get good. But yeah. I think I don't know if I should. I guess I don't need to like hide it from you guys. But yeah, tomorrow I'll also be streaming. I'll be streaming Pokemon Tower Defense because I realized, because people were suggesting like, oh, Plants vs Zombies, and I'm like, you're right, Plants vs Zombies. But also I'm trying to like match my thumbnails, and I'm like, oh, this one kind of like makes sense, you know. So I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna do Pokemon Tower Defense because it's chill. Me and Splatoon, go to my child and win all the matches. That's right. It's right. I'm gonna win all the matches. But yeah. So I think as much as I would like to spend more time with you all, I think it's best if I like take it easy for now. So I'm just gonna like chill my way into streaming. Wait, there's a Pokemon but related to a TD. Yeah! Pokemon Tower Defense was the GOAT back then. It was like I'd go to internet cafes and I'd play Pokemon Tower Defense, and it was great, it was amazing, and I loved it so much. I would go there because like you could keep an account and everything, but then Flash shut down. Stopped going to internet cafes. But when I fun is more important, what I tell myself when I lose. No, it's true though, because like that's what I don't understand about like the community in Valorant sometimes, because like I understand, I really do, okay? I'm bad at playing Valorant, but surprisingly there are people who are kind of worse than me sometimes in my team, which sometimes does like frustrate you a bit, because of course you want to win, like you don't play a game to lose, but you can express your anger to yourself and like vent it out, and you can be mad. It's valid to be mad and frustrated, but don't yell at the other person, because number one, you don't know what's happening with them, and number two, even if you did want them to play better, yelling at them will never ever make them play better, because it gives them like pressure and like it hits their mental. So now you're both down in the dumps. Like when someone's playing bad, 90% of the time I'm pretty sure they know they're playing bad and they're doing bad and they're already beating themselves up. Don't add to that. So sometimes it's crazy because you win a game and it doesn't feel like it, because you just feel so bad afterwards. Like the victory thing flashes on your screen, but you feel like you lost because everyone was so toxic and they were yelling at each other. And yeah, we won, but at what cost? You know what I mean? And sometimes like I'll be having so much fun at a game that I'll like glance at the score and then be shocked that we haven't won a single round. I'll be like, wait, we haven't won a single round? Have we just been fooling around? Like, you know, like I'm not saying people are wrong for wanting to win. Of course you want to win, and it's important to have fun. But like, yes, it's like you want to win, but here you go, Burp. What? No adult diapers. Good luck, Burp. No! I'm not spending that. Full disclosure, I'm not spending that on adult diapers. But thank you, Makmak. Thank you for the dono. Arigato, arigato. But yeah, gaming is for winning, true. But don't, like, winning at the cost of not feeling great is not worth it. So win or lose, just be chill, okay? Like, of course, everyone wants to win. Unless there are trolls, which I don't understand why they do the things that they do. But, you know, that's life. Do not eat. What do you see? I told you, chat. I told you Stormy would be against me. Chat was like, oh my gosh, I was so right. He just replied Megumi. He just what did I tell you? What did I tell you? Earlier, chat was like, do a poll on Twitter and like, ask if people eat food off the ground, and I'm like, there's no way people are gonna say no. Like, that's crazy that people would say no. And then Chad is like, oh, she's like getting help from her VTuber friends. She's getting help from her little friends, and they're gonna say heck yeah. And I'm like, in my case, I don't think so. Stormy, for one, will be like, no. And then he'll say Megumi in like a disappointed father voice. What did I say? He did exactly what I said he would do. He's like Megumi on the replies, like clockwork. I can hear him. I can hear it in text form. I can hear it. It's like text to speech in my brain directly, telepathically. I said I would end the stream and now I'm I played Deadlock. I've heard about Deadlock for a while now. Is that like new? I mean free? That's what I wanted to ask. Is Deadlock free? Oh my gosh. Free Deadlock. Deadlock. Oh! It's free! Wait! What is add to your wish list? What? It's not... Huh? I can't play it? Oh. 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 Access to Deadlock is currently limited to friend invites via our playtesters. Okay, well. Wait till you hear about how League players yell at each other when someone dies once. I've seen comments like that. I've seen that. But yeah. I thank you so much, everybody. I appreciate you all very much. I'm glad to finally be back. And yeah, oh my gosh, what happened? Oh, sorry, wait. But yeah, thank you so much, everybody. I can send you an invite. Oh my gosh, yes. If when we can find time where we're both free, we can do that. I would appreciate that very much. Is it like Valorant? I've seen people talk about Deadlock like a lot on Twitter, or maybe just my mutuals. I saw Nemu talk about it too. I've seen Nemu talk about Deadlock. And I was wondering, Deadlock? But yeah. Heck yeah is winning. See? Life is like this, but be normal and they mad. Just cool and chillin' and don't scream like it was nothing. Yes, that's right. It's, you know, like chill a bit. But yeah. Can't stream horror games then. Yeah, I can't. Haha. Legit reason. Appendix had to leave during horror month. Coincidence? Probably. Exactly. It's just a coincidence, totally. Totally a coincidence during October, it leaving, you know. It's just, you know, the universe telling us that, you know, we gotta stop making Megu play horror games, chat. But yeah, thank you so much, everybody. Thank you, everyone, for, and congratulations. Oh, thank you. Thank you and congratulations for, like, the memberships of, like, you know, so many months. Like, oh my gosh, years and years. Well, not years, months and months. That will turn into years. And thank you for the dono and just for being here. Part of me was like, man, I'm gonna come back and chat will be like, who you? Chat will be like, who you? Who are you, man? So yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'll be putting up the waiting room for Pokemon Tower Defense. I think around the same time, maybe like 9 p.m. It'll be possibly a short stream. Hopefully, I'm gonna try and keep my streams short. I'm also gonna have a Pokemon stream next week. I don't think Pokemon is like you know, extreme. Also, I think that now would be the best time to announce it, I suppose. Let me just, I think that you guys got the gist of it already, though. I feel like you guys already sensed it, because, my 3D papa, my papa, was very fast. Oh, it's so small. Cha-chan! I will be doing a 3D model debut soon! I'm gonna put up the waiting room. It's not for a while, but within this month. I'm gonna put up the waiting rooms for all the events that I'm gonna commit to, and I hope everybody can be there and watch me flail around. It won't be intensive, that's why it's like a mini debut showcase. So it will be like you know, like a home setup, humble little 3D debut, but I hope I can see you there. I should have announced this before like saying goodbye to everybody. But I wasn't gonna announce it because it's like gonna take a while. But then I'm looking at my waiting rooms and I'm like, I want to publish this waiting rooms already. I want everyone to like know about it. So I'm gonna publish the waiting rooms. So yeah. Thank you again for making this possible. Special mention, Mak Mak. I couldn't have done without you because it was my dream. It was my dream 3D artist because I've been following their work for a while now, and I messaged them and I took the leap because their commissions were closed and their waitlist was closed. So I was like, I know you're like closed and everything, but I like if you could like if you could just put me on a waitlist. I don't mind if it's like next year. I don't care. And they were like, you don't have a deadline? And I'm like, yeah, I don't have a deadline. And they're like, okay. And then they finished it so fast. I was not expecting it. So, I'm very thankful. So yeah, we can both be 3D now. That's right. I'm gonna do 3D. Damn, we can both be 3D. I can join the 3-dimensional world. I'm so lucky to find you today. I'm glad you feel that way. I hope you have the best days to come. Thank you, everybody. So yeah, I should have maybe mentioned that I have an announcement. I don't know. I'm bad at marketing. I'm bad at like promoting stuff. But yeah, thank you so much. I hope everyone enjoyed the stream today. And the cartwheel, no. I'm not even allowed to jog. I don't even know how to do a cartwheel. You have that nice warm aura. Thank you. I hope you guys too have the best days to come. Thank you. Thank you for the well wishes and for being here. And yeah, I shall be off to eat and then rest now. Bye. I love all of you platonically. Bye.